travels, movies, and celebrities with Scott and Kristin. Swish Edition, it's where we all go. For pop culture silliness from coast to coast. It's where we belong. SwishEdition.com. SwishEdition.com.
So, Kristin, it's Wednesday, September 24th, and I finally got around to watching the AKA Charlie Sheen documentary. Have you seen this? You know
To be honest with you, I don't know why anyone is still talking about Charlie Sheen, but whatever. Yeah. Did you like it?
People love train wrecks. People love to watch a train wreck. And that's why people tune in. I tuned in because I was a huge fan of 2.5 Men, and I've always liked him. I knew he had demons. I knew he had problems. What do you mean you never saw it? What
never
did you
saw
see?
it. Never watched it.
You've never seen 2.5 Men?
Only clips. I don't like him. Never liked him. I like John Cryer a lot.
In that.
I never liked Charlie Sheen in anything he was in.
Foils for each other.
Except for Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He was good in that. He was in it for like 3 seconds.
Which he talks about at length. They talk about it in the documentary. And that was really one of the things that pushed him over the edge. I mean, he got a lot of work because of that one. He said he was only on screen for like 2.5 minutes. But people remembered it, and people saw it, and they were like, "Oh, I want that guy in my movie." So
I don't know.
And guess who got him that job?
Always seemed like a completely self-centered egomaniac to me, and so I just never wanted anything to do with him. Like, he clearly thinks the world revolves around him. I just have no interest in him.
Well, she got him the job. Ferris Bueller's sister got what's her name?
Jennifer Grey?
Jennifer Grey is the one who got him that job in the movie. How cool
really?
Is that?
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you guys are at all interested in train wrecks, it's really great to see how he went from, crack addict. He was basically a crack addict for decades, alcoholic. He was basically blowing up his life. He was on top of the world with 2.5 Men. In those final 2 seasons, he was making $2 million an episode. He was the highest paid actor on television. Anyway, John Cryer.
I don't get that.
Chuck Lorre, Sean Penn, Denise Richards. They're all in this documentary. It's very interesting to see how Denise Richards is really stuck with him. Even after they got divorced, she's his best friend, and they're still very close. Of course, they have a couple children together. Mm-hmm. So she kind of has a connection there, but she's kind of stood by him. And what I really didn't understand is Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen's father, who we all love from West Wing and so many movies, Apocalypse Now, and I loved him in Grace and Frankie. He stood by his son's side all through all the craziness. He was right there, and he helped him out every time he needed help. Yeah, he was right there.
Famously supportive of him. But he wasn't in it, and neither was Emilio.
Charlie Sheen's real name? Do you know it?
No.
Carlos Estevez.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he was Carlos Estevez all the way through high school. It wasn't until afterwards when he started getting into Hollywood that he took his dad's last name, which is not really his dad's last name.
Right. And Emilio famously wanted to distance himself from the Sheen name to sort of make it on his own.
So he kept Estevez.
Yeah. But he wasn't in it either, right?
Martin Sheen and Emilio Estevez decided not to be in the documentary. Not because they didn't support him. They just thought that they would be extra noise that wasn't necessary.
Interesting.
But Charlie Sheen's brother Ramon is in it. Ramon Estevez. So
I didn't even know there was a Ramon Estevez.
Yeah, there's 4 of them. I don't know what the 4th one is, but yeah. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
So if you're at all interested in that and seeing how he got back on top, I don't know if he's on top. He's not working, but he's got plenty of money, so he'll be fine. But he was on Bill Maher recently, and Bill Maher's like, dude, you need to get back out there, get a job, go back to TV. You were so good at that. No, I liked him on Spin City too. After Michael
Whatever.
J. Fox left that show, and he was brought in to take over for Michael J. Fox. Did you ever see
Another
that?
show
That
I
was
never
good too.
watched. Critically acclaimed. I know. What can I do?
Acclaimed.
Well,
Yeah.
from Estevez Sheens to Karen's. So people are complaining online about the Southwest Airline. Back to our people behaving badly on airlines, or about airlines, I guess. People are complaining about the fact that the flight attendants on Southwest insert some comedy into their spiel, right?
Yeah.
Do you really seriously not have a shred of a sense of humor? So here's an example. The flight attendant in their opening spiel before they do all the safety things that the FAA requires them to say, right? Quote, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have 2 great pilots in the cockpit today, so we're all in good hands. Oh no, wait, that was yesterday. I don't know these guys. I'm sure they're fine."
I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they're fine.
What's wrong with
That's funny.
inserting a little levity into the same old, shit that you have to listen to every time you get on a plane? I don't like, if this is what you're complaining about online, find a real problem.
I've only flown Southwest a handful of times, probably less than 5. But I've always found them interesting and fun. And guess what? It does, because of what they're doing. People are paying attention.
You're right.
People are paying attention to the announcements. How many times you and I have been on airplanes hundreds of times for work and for leisure and traveling all over the world. We tune out. I tune out completely.
I do too.
And don't pay any attention to the announcements because I've heard them 85,000 times. I know what to do. I know what to do. I know to put my oxygen mask on first and then administer it to my kid.
Before helping others. Yeah. So Rob doesn't even, he takes his noise canceling, whatever, not Beats, I don't know, whatever, Bose. He doesn't even bother to take his headphones off. Nobody listens to that shit. So, so if you're joking.
I was just going to say, in the olden days, or maybe 10, 15 years ago, you weren't allowed to wear headphones. They made you listen, and now they don't give a shit.
Right. Well, I think they just got so sick and tired of walking up and down the aisles and saying, could you remove your headphones? Yeah.
Well, Kristin, I'm a bad passenger because I never even bother putting my phone in airplane mode. I know you're supposed to.
No, I don't either. Nobody does.
I kind of have a feeling most people don't do it anymore.
No one does it.
I know that it has. I've known pilots who have said they don't do it. I mean, it's
pointless.
It's pointless. It has absolutely zero effect on the airplane. So that's what I hear. Maybe the FAA knows something we don't know. I don't know.
Let's hope not.
Hey, I want to update about something that I talked about on a previous episode. We were talking about the Wizard of Oz at the Las Vegas Sphere, which is just gangbusters here in Vegas. I'm actually going this Friday. I think I told you, taking my mom and dad to that. So I'm excited to check it out on my own. But rumors are swirling now. What's going to be after the Wizard of Oz? Because the Wizard of Oz is only here until March of 2026. And then they're going to replace it with something else. And people have great ideas about what that should be. The rumor is they're talking to the folks at Lucasfilm about doing Star Wars.
I mean, that is the obvious choice.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yes, that would be amazing.
I think that would be so cool. Yeah. So another one is Harry Potter, which I wouldn't watch Harry Potter if it was playing on my back porch.
Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Oh, no. It's so entertaining. Love every bit of it.
I think I did watch the first movie and I did read a couple of the books, but I can't get into fantasy. Fantasy just doesn't do anything for me.
I would not have ever watched the movies if I hadn't read the books already. And I read the books out of, I was not the right age when those books came out, but I read them anyway and loved them. And of course, I've now reread them over and over again with Max, and he loves them. And he wanted to watch all the movies, but I don't think the movies would have been as appealing if I hadn't read the books. But I can see how that would play really well in the Sphere.
And it obviously has a huge fan base, as does Star Wars. Star Wars would get everybody in the door because
that's the obvious choice. Sure.
And also some of the other ideas that I like, I think Back to the Future could be amazing on that big screen. Avatar's huge, obviously one of the biggest movies of all time.
Never saw it.
Even something like Game of Thrones. I know it's a TV show, but Game of Thrones, kind of a retrospective of all the seasons and kind of find the best scenes, and just I think they could hit it out of the park with something like that.
Yeah, man.
And also, when I was talking to Dale Blades about this before we came on the air, he said Twister would be a good idea. But then I said, well, Wizard of Oz starts with a tornado. You can't do another tornado movie right after Wizard of Oz.
Twister would be good. Yeah, agree.
It would be really great. Anyway, they're definitely going to follow it up with something. You want to know why? The Wizard of Oz is raking in over $2 million a day.
Damn.
Yeah, so they'll definitely be following it up with something.
Yeah, for sure. Well, taking a turn here, this is sort of a non sequitur, but, and I'm sure you're going to maybe put this picture up on the screen.
I'm going to put the picture up on the screen. Yeah, because I took this picture at the grocery store.
Yeah. So the sort of apropos of nothing point of this is, how does the National Enquirer, after all these years and being sued 88 million times, how do they get away with the headlines that they have? So this one that Scott took a picture of in the grocery store says in big, gigantic yellow letters, "Priscilla killed Lisa Marie." and the tagline says, Elvis's ex-wife accused of pulling plug on daughter's, we can't see the rest of it, presumably life support. Her plot to control the Presley fortune. I'm the Queen of Graceland. I mean, how did they get away with this?
She's literally said none of this. The reason this is on the front page of the Enquirer this week, it's because Priscilla has a new book out. And she's talking about Lisa Marie dying and the horrific things, the decisions she had to make in those final moments. And I know exactly what she was going through, because she was in almost the exact situation I was in when Dennis was in the hospital and had a brain injury, and the doctor's telling us, well, yeah, we could probably keep him alive for decades, but his brain's gone, and there will be no life for him except lying in a bed in any way. So Priscilla did the exact same thing that I had to do.
Unthinkable.
I had to make that decision to take someone off life support. Priscilla was not thinking about the money at that point. Priscilla has plenty of money. Of
course not.
And plenty of opportunities. And anyway, Priscilla wouldn't get the money. Lisa Marie's child.
Estate.
The estate. Yeah. It's just horrific. And I don't understand. I hope that Lisa Marie talks to her lawyers and gets on the National Enquirer. And why is the National Enquirer still even a thing?
I can't. I was just going to say,
buying this crap at the grocery store.
So do you know who did? You will die when you'll be amazed when I tell you this. My great aunt Polly used to buy on the regular the National Enquirer, and my mother would always say, "Polly, what is the matter with you? Yeah. You know that this is trash. Like what? But it was somehow." It's scintillating.
Yeah.
I think people buy it in spite of the fact that they know that it is almost 100% crap. Yeah. Because it's like an escape or something. I guess the scary part of it is thinking that some people actually do buy it thinking that it is solid, journalism.
Right. Exactly.
Which is really frightening.
Crazy. Avoid it at all costs, people. Kristin, I want to skip the next story and go right to your next story.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. So this next story is basically about how Taylor Swift is the most genius marketing mind of our generation, of our time, in history, maybe. So her Eras Tour movie made over $260 million at the box office before moving to streaming on Disney+. And now she's banking on the official release party of a Showgirl, which is exclusively going to be in theaters on October 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The 89-minute movie includes the world premiere of her music video of her new single, The Fate of Ophelia, along with never-before-seen behind-the-scenes footage of how they made it, cut-by-cut explanations of what inspired the music, and new lyric videos from her new album.
Fun.
Some theaters, like the AMC at Town Center near you, Scott, are going to be showing it up to 18 times a day. Cha-ching! Tickets are $12. Popcorn, of course, never included in that price. Yeah.
Wow. I want you to know my theater. This is Dale and I were also just talking about this. The theater that we go to is not the AMC at Town Center, although I have been there. We go to a Cinemark at the South Point Casino because it's closer to our house. And who doesn't love a casino? And every time we walk through, we go early. We'll park the car outside. They have free parking. We walk in, we get a drink, we play a little slot machines, and then we go upstairs and go to the movie. But the movie doesn't allow drinks, and they don't have a bar, and it's in a casino in Vegas. So I don't understand.
That makes no sense.
Why don't movie theaters have bars? I know there are plenty of movie theaters in the country that do have bars, specialty movie theaters, but I don't understand why more people aren't embracing alcohol at the movies. I think what a great way to get more people to come.
The ones near us have bars. I think the one in the Reston Town Center does. And nice. Of course there's the next step up, which is the
cinema draft house type places.
Go and have dinner while you're
No, I'm not interested in that. I don't want to hear people cutting a steak while I'm trying to watch The Wizard of Oz.
Well, the one at the Town Center, I most recently went there with Max. I can't think what kids movie, but they have an app where you can order a bunch of stuff on your phone. And I think they had alcohol on the app, and I took him to a matinee on a Saturday, but I could have ordered like margarita, strawberry daiquiri alcoholic slushy or something along with his popcorn and fruit punch. So perfect. I don't know.
Perfect. Well, we're going to have to make that change. Maybe I'll start my own movie theater chain. How about that?
Oh, and okay.
I would definitely book the Taylor Swift movie. And hey, I know your wedding anniversary is next Thursday. This movie thing starts the next day. That would be a great thing for you and Rob to do to celebrate your anniversary.
Yes. For our 21st anniversary, we're going to go see the Taylor Swift movie.
I think that's a great idea. All right, we're out of time for Wednesday. Kristin, I'll see you again tomorrow. How about that?
All right. Okay, bye.
The Swish Edition is a production of Bethwick Media, LLC. Learn more about the show at swishedition.com. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast app or site. But only if you like us.
Nothing I can do about it.
Is there nothing you can do about it? I mean, you could roll the damn bicycle into another room or into the hallway, right?
I guess I could, but I really don't care.
Nothing I can do. It's a permanent display. Why is it in the house?
Don't
Why
care
isn't it
enough.
in the garage?
There's no more room for any more bikes in the garage.
How many bikes do we need?
The house is at capacity, Scott. What can I tell you?
Well, that's for damn sure. I saw that when I was there. Why don't you upgrade? You need like a 5-bedroom.
The main thing that we need is another bathroom. But why don't I just grow some money in my backyard? Why not?
That's what all the smart people are doing.
Growing it on trees.
Well, they tell you money doesn't grow on trees, but money's paper, and paper grows on trees. So.
Paper is trees. Yes, true. All right, let's go. Let's get this shit over with.
That's a good way to start. Let's get this fucking shit over with. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.